Happy New Year, everybody. Again, I wish I had confetti or fireworks, but we don't need all that because we got something better. We got God's Word, and we're listening to that, we're reading that, we're taking that in, and we're also living that out each day. I'm Pastor Fred. Great to have you with us. It's a new year. It's 2022 as you're watching this today, and I'm just praying that it's starting out well for you. I think it's tough because we have so much expectation for this. I mean, think about what 2022 has to deliver. It can't be like 2021. We want none of the problems, none of the issues, man, but we know, because we've had a couple of these in our lives, that it's not always perfect, even if it's only a few hours old. The same things might happen, but God has got something for us each and every day. His love, His mercy, His grace, and all of that. Now I want to begin this new year with a kind of an old passage, right, from Isaiah 43. Let's look at verses 18 and 19. The prophet reminds us, he says, remember not the former things, right? Because the people of God had some really bad things happen, kind of like us. It's kind of business as usual, man. We forget God, we mess things up. He says, don't dwell on that. Don't consider the things of old. Don't get trapped. Don't get hung up on those things. Why? Because he says, behold, I'm doing a new thing, right? Looking at that old things, that shuts us down. We got to look at it. We got to come to terms with it. We got to say, okay, God, I need to confess that, but I don't want to live there. You know what I mean? God's not saying to wallow in it. No, He's doing a new thing. It springs forth. He goes, do you not perceive it? Does it not register in your brain and in your heart, in your soul? He says, I'm going to make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Saying there's going to be some things that feel impossible, but know that He's with you. It might not turn out the way you wanted. It may not turn out perfectly how you had planned it, but He can do the impossible. It's impossible for there to be a river in the desert or a path that you can go through in a wilderness. Right? That's no man's land. You don't go through there. See, I'm changing everything. Right? In that darkness, He brings light. Where there's no hope, He brings a hope that will never disappoint. Each and every day, count on it. Each and every day, even today on day one, I want us to get to the end of this year and say, yeah, you know what? It was something new. I just got to pay attention to see if it's there. So I want you to look out all year. What's that new thing God's doing? Right? How is He changing you? How is He molding and shaping you? How is He bringing you His love and forgiveness each and every day? Because that's going to make every day just a glorious day that God has made. All right, let's rejoice. Let's be glad in each day and this entire new year. Happy New Year, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time for another follow-through.